Luke to come on. Thank you guys. I put on makeup and I washed my hair for this one. Okay, here we go. Hey,
There
Luke.
she is. How you doing?
Oh boy, I've been so excited about this. Thanks for coming.
It's my pleasure. It's so nice to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have a fun interview today. A bunch of silly questions, but you'll still have plenty of normal questions too, and you can talk about your project, which is
Okay.
going
Sounds
live.
good. Have you been doing some research?
Oh, yes, yes. I just watched an episode of Einstein that you were on.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
just good to know. You told me that there's nothing worthwhile to watch, so I had to go Google what can I watch, and I was like, hey, this is a good
Yeah.
show. Your acting's really
Well,
good. Your timing is good. So yeah.
good. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I've not done TV in a really long time. I miss it. Like I enjoyed doing TV, but I've not done it in ages. And yeah, that's probably like the one thing on TV that I did that was like pretty good. Like all the other stuff was like soap operas that just nobody watches, like really rubbish.
So I picked a good one then, is what you're
You did.
saying.
You did.
Okay.
You did.
Without your help, because I was trying to get you to recommend something, but
I know.
heck. Speaking of that, someone wanted to know. I had asked people what are some questions I should ask Luke, and someone was like, "Well, if he wasn't in filmmaking, what would he be doing?" So, what other little like dreams would you have pursued if it wasn't filmmaking?
Um, God, I don't know. I'm just thinking as well. Like, I wonder. I'm just wondering whether or not this is working because it's not like I don't know if it's live.
I'm getting comments on my end. Are you not getting any comments?
No, it's not even like I don't think mine's gone live. Maybe it'll like kick in soon. I don't know. Anyway, we'll press on. We'll press on. Um,
Over to his Luke's TikTok and comment. Make sure, yeah. Kim Para Creations is going to jump over to your side to see if you see her. Okay.
okay. All right. So I can't see your side. I see how it works. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have different comments than me.
Right. So the
So
question was, what would I be doing if I wasn't filmmaking? Right.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I can't say acting obviously because that's kind of all tied up in the same thing. But do you know what? I don't really know. It'd probably be marketing or sales, I guess, because I have a knack for that sort of thing. But and I've done a fair bit of it as well. It's not where my passion is.
Well,
Um,
for a little boy, what did you want to be besides acting? Was there anything like I wanted to
not
be a when I or something like that?
Yeah. When I was a little boy, I didn't know what I wanted to be. I think I was always a performer. Like I think when I was about maybe maybe 12, my mum was like, "We need to find you some kind of focus in life," because I was a bad kid. Like not a bad kid, but I didn't have a focus. Like I didn't know what I was going to be. And my mum was like, "We need to like do something with you because you got all this energy. We just don't know what to do with you." So she started sending me to like these drama schools on the weekends and stuff. So I started going to those, and then yeah, and I think like it just became it was a bit of a joke at first, and then I started to get quite good at it. And then by the time I was 16, I was like, I think I'm going to have to do this for a living because I can't do anything else.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, so this was it. This was the only thing you really wanted to do.
that's it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I heard you on a Twitter space doing some impressions. So I have a few impressions that I want you to try.
Oh no. Okay, I'll give him a go. I'll give him a go.
Okay, well, Xena, of course.
Do you know what? I've never even seen it. It's like Xena Warrior Princess. What does she do? What's her thing?
She has this crazy scream, which I can't do it, but I was hoping that eventually, if I keep asking, someone's going to be able to do it.
I'm gonna look up Xena Warrior Princess Scream. and then I'm gonna try and do it for you because okay, it was first thing that comes up. Here it is. Wow. Okay, you want me to do that? All right, let me get it. You ready?
Hmm.
I've got to get in this. I've got to get in the zone. How's that?
That's better than I could do. That's honestly better than me. So
Not
kudos.
bad. No, I think that was pretty good. That's not bad,
Yeah,
right?
pretty good. Matthew McConaughey.
Well, so I bought myself a Lincoln because it's a real nice car, and you can drive it. It's like driving some silk. It's just the most beautiful thing to drive that I've ever had the pleasure. And down where we are in Texas, you got to drive a Lincoln because it's the only car. It's the only car that you should be driving down there. It's not
All
great.
right, all right, all right.
All right, all right, all right. No, it's all right. It's like a bad Texan accent, basically.
Okay. Um, Elmo.
Elmo. What does Elmo sound like? It's Elmo's like that, right?
Yeah,
Elmo.
Elmo. Actually, I like that.
Okay.
The Cookie Monster.
The Cookie Monster. Um, I like cookies. Do you like cookies?
Cookies. Yes, I love cookies.
Cookies.
Yes,
Yeah,
that was awesome.
cookies. Got it. Got it in one. I'm
Awesome.
quite good at these. I didn't think I'd be
Huh.
good at these, but fuck it, I can do it.
How many different voices can you do?
I don't know. Let's find out. Let's keep going.
I don't know. I don't have any more to list. I
Oh,
didn't have.
good, good.
I think enough of those for now.
Hmm.
Okay. So you also do some acting for video games. So
I
tell,
do.
are you just? It seemed like you're doing motion picture stuff too with the video games. It's not just voice acting. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. They so I was in this franchise called Kingdom Come Deliverance, where I got that role when I was about 21, just out of drama school, and they it was bizarre. Like I auditioned via self tape, where you film yourself doing the audition, then you send it off, and then they were out in Prague. They're in like Czech Republic, and they came back to me and they said, "Yeah, we want to fly you out, and we like you for this role." And then I learned that they wanted to take my whole like the way I look, like my face, my voice, movements, everything. I wasn't just doing voice acting. I was like, that's crazy, and they pay you more for that as well. Um, and yeah, so that I did that for years. It was a lot of fun, a lot of fun. Very strange experience, but very challenging in a good way. Yeah.
It looked fun. I saw a clip on something of you wearing a strange suit. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's what they do is they have about like 300 cameras in the room all around, so every single angle, and then they're all basically picking up these reflective balls all over your body, and so wherever you move, um, it can pick it up, and then it transposes it into the software, and so yeah.
That's pretty crazy. So now I haven't played the game myself, but have you played the game so you can see yourself in the game?
Yeah, yeah. Like the people that work there like to say that there's a video where I'm playing with myself, and the PR guy just loves that. He's like, let's make you play with yourself. It's just like, oh man. But yeah, no, I have played with my character, and it is bizarre. Like he's on a horse. Like I'm on a horse next to because I play someone in the game. I'm not like the guy that you play as. So like I'm seeing me over there on a horse, hearing me speak back to me, and I'm like, it's a bit weird this.
That does
But
seem
yeah.
like weird. And that other people, well, they're all looking at your face too, right? They
Yeah.
can. Strangers,
It's
like, hey,
it's
okay,
weird. Yeah.
pretty, pretty cool though. Okay. How old are you?
I'm 29.
Are you
How old are
single?
you? How old are you?
I'm older than you.
How old?
I'm 36.
You're 36. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, I would never have guessed. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
work
you
out.
work out. You work out. There you go.
Okay, so you're 29. Are you single?
I am single, painfully single.
Single. Okay, ladies. Luke is single. All right. What else should we ask Luke? Make sure you put your questions in the comments. I have other questions, though. I'm just going to keep going down the line here.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to do a rapid fire, and you're going to say, I'm going to say some words.
Hmm.
Machi, do this. Um, so rapid fire, and you can think of like your favorite thing in the category and just whatever comes up first in your mind. Okay?
Okay, I'll give it a go.
Okay. Food,
My mum's meat and potato pie.
movie,
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
country,
America?
car,
Oh, Fiat Punto, because it was my first one. Animal? Border Collie sheepdog.
color,
Blue, light blue.
quote.
Probably from something from Lord of the Rings, like the one where Samwise is on the volcano with Frodo, and he's like, "I can't carry it for you, Mister Frodo, but he can carry you." That's probably my favorite quote.
Okay. NFT community member.
I think we all know who. Thea, 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 Thea.
Or is it Homer?
Maybe Homer. I don't know. It's hard to choose, man. There's so many good people. Too many.
Yeah, this space is full of awesome, awesome human beings.
It is.
You had mentioned your favorite country is America. Are you moving here?
I've been there. I know. I know. I can't believe I said it, but like the thing is, I have been there a lot, and I shit you not. What the was it the last time I was there? Yeah, I did. We did like a big trip around like the Midwest, no, West really. Like we went up the PCH, we did the Yellowstone National Park, we did like all California and LA and the Redwood Forest and the Grand Canyon and Vegas. Like it was just the most amazing trip of my life. And as we were driving back, me and my mates, we were driving back to LA to get to the airport, and I sobbed in the back of the car because I was like, I think I'm at home, and I think I like
Oh,
going back to London felt like I was leaving home, and I'd only been there for 3 weeks on this trip, and I couldn't describe this feeling, and I was like, I think I need to come back here and stay because this is me. Just feels like I should be here. I don't know why, but it was just the most perfect 3 weeks of my life.
are you moving here?
Well, it's a good question. I want to, and it really depends on how things go with the project because me and Matt want to be able to just crack on and get on with it all the time. So, and he's thinking about moving back to LA. So, if he moves to LA and, the project's a great success, which it will be, I think I might go and live out there with him for at least for a while and while we work on it. So, yeah,
That's really cool.
possibly.
You guys are, do you have like a studio already booked that you're going to be working out of, or how does that work?
We would hire a studio and we would or an office just so that we could you know get stuff done together. Uh, we're gonna need somewhere to plan everything. There's gonna be a lot of pre-production and we're gonna need to have meetings on a regular basis and like making a film's a whole beast. So we're gonna need somewhere.
Do you need any help? Need
Well, what do you do, Thea? Like I know you are a personal trainer and you in Web3 and everything, but like what's your main like sort of day job?
Well, I was selling drugs for 14 years, legal drugs.
Nice,
Pharmacy.
nice, cool.
Yeah, I recently quit my job, so I have lots of time on my hands. But I am wanting to start a functional medicine business. So I'm starting with a coach to help me figure that out. But for now, I'm kind of like that's why I'm traveling a lot, starting
Hmm.
very soon. So I'm gonna be all over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a
Yeah,
free.
you said. That's gonna be really fun.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, if you want to work on the film, maybe we'll need like someone to hold a boom mic or something. You could hold a boom mic or I don't know. We'll
whatever.
find something. Yeah,
Maybe we'll see. We'll see how
we'll see.
things turn out.
Yeah.
Fun. All right, let's ask you some questions about the project. Why is it called the Sherwood Project?
So initially it was because me and Matt felt like we felt like the space, like the NFT space back in October, it felt like this kind of, flex your wealth. It was very much like for the rich. And we were like, what would be cool is if we called it something to do with like that Robin Hood mentality of like steal from the rich and give to the poor. And we're going to do like a grassroots campaign and a grassroots project that's going to, we're going to try and give value to this thing. So, you make it affordable and then hopefully it will rise in value later. And that feels like quite Robin Hood-esque. Um, so that's where that idea came from. But then it also fit really well into the whole idea of seeds and trees and growth, and it also the aesthetic really worked. Like our first pitch deck that Matt designed was these digital nature, and it looks so cool. I don't know if you ever saw the pitch deck when it first came out, but it was really cool. Um, so just like really, it allowed us to create a cohesive aesthetic and idea around it.
Okay.
Mm.
So it's kind of based off of Robin Hood, grassroots.
Basically, yeah.
Homer knew the answer to that. He commented before you even answered the answer. I think he's your number one fan.
I'm his number one fan.
What is Hands Cap? Your screen name. What does that mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the character that I played in the video game, actually. So like, there's a whole group of people that know me only for that. So I thought it'd be nice to kind of honor that name. His name, like the character's name, is called Hans Capon, but Hans Capon was taken, so I made it Hans Cap.
Food. Someone.
So I thought you what? Sorry.
I was just like, how rude! Someone stole your character's name. That's you.
I know. It's really rude. I find that with everything though. Like when you're trying to, when you need like a handle on TikTok or Twitter or something, someone's always taking the one that you want, and you gotta like snatch them before anyone else can.
Yeah, it does seem to work out that way. Gosh, there were so many questions. Somebody wanted to know in my Discord, aren't you scared of coming to America because of the gun shootings and how our food is poisoned
Mm.
for healthcare?
Do you know what? Do you know what? I've got to say that the best thing about the UK is the healthcare. But the thing is, I've been very lucky over the past like 10 years. I've don't think I've been to the hospital in about 10 or 11, 12 years. Like, so I've not taken advantage of our free healthcare at all. And I just know that if I moved to America, I'd end up like breaking my leg and needing to go to the hospital. But yeah, that's what scares me a little bit. Is like as I'm getting older, like I'm going into my 30s, I'm inevitably gonna need to go to the doctor a bit more, and I'm gonna have to pay a lot more money for it if I move there. Um, the shootings and stuff is like it terrifies me as well. Um, and I cannot get my head around the mentality because I'm sure you guys have seen like all these videos have come out recently about how we had a shooting in Scotland. What did we do? We banned guns, and we haven't had one since. That was 20 years ago. Same in Australia, and I just really can't understand the mentality. But I still love the country. I know that not everyone there is like that, so you can't tar everyone with the same brush.
Yeah. I don't think you should live in fear. I think you should just do what you want to do.
I agree. Yeah, and it's like it's dangerous here too. It's dangerous in London, and been quite lucky. I've never had a problem, but you know, knife crime here is terrible. We don't have guns, but knives are a real problem. But you know,
Someone wanted to know, were you naughty? And it sounds like you were, and when you were a kid. And what's the most rebellious thing that you did as a teenager?
oh wow. I as a kid, I was a bit naughty. I did like I wasn't a good student. I just didn't really care about my education when I was a kid. I only cared about my friends and like having fun. And so I didn't really listen. Like I feel like I learned everything after school. I taught myself everything I know. Um, and the most rebellious thing I did, God, oh God, once so my mum bought me a car for my first car, and I was just about to um, get my driver's license, and so the test was coming up, and I felt quite confident about it. Um, but she bought me the car beforehand, so it was sitting on the drive, so it was like dangling a carrot in my face, basically like, here's your car, but you can't have it yet. And as like a 17-year-old, I was like, I'm gonna need to drive this car, and I was an idiot. And I went and I took the car out, and what happened was, as I was driving along, and I've told her this story since, like 10 years later, but you know, I'm driving along, and the exhaust pipe on the car just completely fell off. Like you know, the exhaust bit at the back just completely fell off as I was driving, and I had to like drive it back with it trailing along the floor, and I was like, never been so terrified, and I was like, oh my god, what's going to happen? Um, and I thought I'd broken the whole car, and it was, and then and then when I got back, I said to her, "Oh yeah, I was washing the car, and you know, it just sort of broke." So she never knew. That was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
So
Definitely,
you
that
weren't
was.
driving crazy or anything. It just literally fell with normal
Yeah,
driving.
I don't think we had these like open country roads, so I was probably doing a little bit quick, but it was a very stupid idea. And then yeah, I it's just like one of those things when you're a kid, like 17, stupid, eager to drive, and just like shouldn't have done that. But
One time I was racing somebody in high school down the school road, and it definitely was stupid because a curve was coming, and I lost control, and I hit a telephone pole, and I told
oh
my dad,
no.
a dog ran out in the middle of the car, and that's what happened. The dog ran out the road. I wasn't racing. He doesn't know that to this day. Um,
Yeah,
we do dumb things when we're young, right?
we do. We do. I've done many, many.
Okay. Someone wanted to know, who is the coolest, nicest celebrity you have worked with?
Oh wow. I've been lucky. I've worked with a few. Um it's got to be Judy Dench. Judy Dench has this energy that intoxicates you as soon as you meet her. Do you know who she is?
Mm-mm. What was she in that you were in?
No, I interviewed her for a documentary I was making about theatre. She plays M in the James Bond films. She's very famous, like older actress, like theatre actress, and you'd know her face if you saw it. But she's like a national treasure in the UK. Um, very famous here, super famous here. And she just has this quality about her where you meet her, where you just absolutely fall in love. I felt like I was with the Queen, and then I like interviewed her, and then graciously she was like, "Right, let's go for some like a glass of champagne and dinner at my local pub." So I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm going for dinner with Judy Dench," and like, it was just insane. It was insane. It was insane.
Someone said you would know her, Pyro Creations. You would know her if you saw her. She's an amazing actress. Okay, I'll have to go look her up. I'm sure I would recognize her.
Yeah, she played Elizabeth the First in Shakespeare in Love, and she won an Oscar for it as like and she only had like maybe 1 minute of screen time, like very
Hey,
short scene, but so good that she won
wow.
an Oscar. Yeah,
That's pretty impressive.
No, she's amazing.
I saw you were directing, producing a film called Bad Lads, which looks pretty interesting. It's going to be a classic British comedy.
Hmm.
How's that going? When's that supposed to come out? And how'd you get involved with that?
Yeah, so actually, the Sherwood project came out of my frustration with that taking so long to get made. I basically have been trying to make that film for so long. Uh, we, I think we started on that like during the first, the big beginning bit of the pandemic when everyone was like really locked up. Um, and it was a friend of mine that brought me the script and said, "This is something I've been working on. We need to kind of like, I think that now is the time because we're all locked up." And I was like, "Okay, let's have a look." And then we read it, and it was just the funniest thing I've ever read. And he is a comedian, like by trade. Like he's in like comedy shows, like some on the West End. Like he's a comedy genius. And he'd finally written something that wasn't a drama; it was a comedy playing to his strengths. And ever since then, we've been trying to get it made, and we brought producers on board to who kind of said that they could help us get the money. It's like a low budget film, about 150K, something like that. And we've been trying to get it made for like a year and a half, and it's just taking a lot longer than I'd hoped. But it's still on the cards, and we've done everything in terms of prep. Like we've done concept art and storyboarding and pitch documents and pitch decks and interviews so that people can watch stuff about it. And it's like all nearly there. We just need someone to give us the money now, really. But it's exciting.
It's kind of on pause, and now you're focusing on Sherwood Project. And once you get funding, you might go back to it, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Well,
I feel like I might be able to juggle both. If the funding came through, I could find a way to do both.
gotcha. Bryce from Twitter wanted to know, what's your favorite part of being a film producer?
Well, the thing I'm most proud of as a producer is the short film that I made called Jump. I didn't direct it, I didn't write it, but I produced it and I shot it. I was the cinematographer and the editor, and that was tremendous fun. It took about a year to get it shot, and then another 6 months or so to finish up editing and the score and the fixing up the sound and everything. But I couldn't be prouder of that because it's very much a film that is the kind of film that I love. My favorite film is this one over here called The Selfish Giant. You can see that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a British gritty social drama about like this young boy, and it's like heartbreaking and very very much about like working class Northern England. And this short film was like of that world, and it's so beautifully written again by that same friend who wrote Bad Lads. But this is like a drama, and it's all written in spoken rhyming verse, and it's just absolutely incredible. And I'm so proud of that. That's probably my biggest achievement as a producer. Yeah.
Awesome.
Mm.
What's your favorite dessert?
Sticky toffee pudding.
Coffee pudding. Do you speak any other languages besides British and English?
No, I don't. I wish I did. I don't know if I have the discipline. Like, I feel like if I was going to learn a language, I would have to be forced to do it. Like, I have to live in the country, and I have to like, oh my God, I need to learn this language because I need to ask people where the toilet is and like, shit like that. So,
Did they not
but
make you learn something like French or?
yeah, but as I say, I was a terrible student.
Uh,
Terrible.
gotcha. Okay, best Zoolander impression.
Best Zoolander impression.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Face.
It's not great. Yours is good. Yours is good.
Do you wash your legs?
Do I wash my legs?
Yes. Do you wash your legs?
Do I wash my legs? I don't think I do,
Or
you know. Maybe I
have you
do.
have you
I
watched
don't.
that show first? It has a
What
British
what
accent.
what show?
You're the worst. It's a TV
No,
show.
no, I've not
Okay.
watched it.
There was a whole scene in there about that. So I was trying to
Okay,
reference, but
okay.
yeah, funny. Yeah, because she was in the there's this British dude dating this American girl, and they were in the shower,
Mhm.
and he was just in awe. He's like, "You don't wash your legs." Like, no, it just rolls down your body wash rolls down your body, and you don't need to wash your legs. So
I
I don't
mean,
know.
I kind of agree. I kind of agree a little bit. You know.
Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the Sherwood project. So obviously
Hmm.
the NFT community knows you because you want to make a film about someone in the NFT community. You're
Hmm.
visionary within the space to document their idea and their journey. Is that right?
That's correct.
Sum it up.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that you guys are actually doing a lot of things. So I didn't I was like looking back at all the stuff you were doing last night. Which, by the way, did you even go to sleep last night? I kept seeing you active and posting. Did you not? You don't sleep.
I sleep on your time, so I'll sleep at like I'll go to bed at 4 5 a.m. and then I'll wake up 10 11 a.m. So I don't really get that much sleep because I can't afford to. And then the thing is, like, if there's an issue with the dev team or if there's an issue with like someone in the Discord, it's usually happening around 1 a.m. And once you start typing, like, it's hard to stop. And it's another reason I need to move over there because everyone in Web3 is in America. So yeah,
Hmm. But I didn't realize that you were. For some reason, I had missed the whole charity thing. But you guys are
right.
money to One Tree Planted or what? Which charity?
That's right. Yeah. So One Tree Planted, it just made sense, you know, being the Sherwood project. And also, I'm aware of this narrative around NFTs being environmentally unfriendly, and I was like, well, I don't know where the data is yet to support it, or like it seems like conjecture. But if it is true, we want to offset that in some way, and it just seemed like a bit of a no-brainer. And it's like a very well-known, great charity and such a great
Mm-hmm.
mission.
Yeah,
So yeah, we wanted to do that.
that's awesome. So, what else can you tell us about the benefits of being a holder for your project?
Yeah. So the main thing that I would say for people, like people ask about the utility outside of the film and being able to vote on stuff and be involved in the film, because you know you could say that that's enough for some people, but we were like, no, if people don't want to get involved in the film, there's got to be something else. And so we built the idea of the treehouse, which is essentially an incubator for anybody that is wanting to innovate and create in Web3. And that can be, we're leaving it pretty broad because it can be anything. We might want to invest in you. We might want to give you a grant. We might want to guide you or develop something for you. But whatever it is, as a holder, you'll be able to apply to uh, get help, whatever that help, whatever form that takes. Because sometimes it isn't funding. Sometimes it's just like mentorship. You know, we might be able to find you someone who can mentor you or put you in the, you know, put you in contact with someone. I mean, we've got great connections in the film world. So if it's a young film student who's interested in talking to, I don't know, Anthony Hayes about like filmmaking, like we can try and make that happen. It's basically this kind of like the treehouse is an incubator for projects that want to create stuff in Web3, and also it's like a community that is there to support you, which will grow and enhance and evolve as well.
Okay, someone was asking how many NFTs, which was 8,333.
8,333.
And the
Sure.
pre-launch is tomorrow.
The pre-sale is tomorrow. Yes. As soon as I get off this live, I'm going to be sending more and more wallet addresses that keep coming in to our dev team, and yeah, it's very exciting. Very exciting.
Tomorrow. Can we get it?
What time?
Yeah.
6 a.m. PT is when it starts. 2 p.m. my time.
Okay. Let's see what other questions we had. Do you have any questions on your end that you wanted to answer?
I don't, and I think it might be because this didn't work on my end because
Oh.
like no one's joined my end, or maybe they have. I don't know. It's like got nothing here. I usually do, but
All right. Someone wants to know, what is the benefit of having two?
this is a good question, and it's something that we are still working on. We want to reward people for having more than one, but we can't. It's not like we can give people more voting rights because that just means whoever buys more gets more say, and then it's not a very democratic process. So, but we are going to find, we're going to look for ways in which we can reward people who buy more than one. Um, we just, to be completely transparent, haven't been able to get round to that element of it yet, but we will. Um, we've just been crazy busy.
So Lisa Kama says, Luke, you have heaps of people on your TikTok too. She's been flipping back and forth.
Do I? I can't see any of them. I can't see what's going on. People might be messaging me, and I have no idea. So I apologize to anyone watching on my end. I can't see your comments. I can't see anyone in here, which is weird.
Yeah. So tomorrow's the pre-sale, and what's the normal sale date?
The 15th of June, so in a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Okay. And to get on the pre-sale, all you have to do is get into the Discord and drop your wallet.
You've got to basically we have an alert, and when that alert flashes, you you have to tick the alert and tag the channel in the Discord. But we did that because we were like we want to make sure people are kind of around and engaged, you know. But it doesn't last for very long. It's like the alert goes off and like we shut it off pretty quick. So if you've got to catch it. But right now, I've just done a TikTok for last minute people that want to get on the pre-sale, and that's got like 7,000 views, so that's doing quite well at the moment. So we'll see if we get more. But the thing about it is like I just want to onboard people early, and because I'm going to be doing lots more marketing over the next couple of weeks, so I'd like to get people in now.
So they're still going to be around $100 a piece. Is that right?
They will. We'll keep the price pegged. So if Matic goes up, because Bitcoin is having a bit of a recovery at the moment, if Matic goes up, it won't matter. It'll still be 100.
Okay. And NFT Sage wants to know, are you going to sell out tomorrow? What do you think?
I have absolutely no idea, but Matt and I have done everything we could, and really it's just down to people whether or not they believe in it, whether or not they believe in me. I have no idea, but if the way I look at it is that if we don't sell out tomorrow, if we don't sell out June 15th, it just doesn't matter because we will press on and we will make something exceptional no matter what.
Well, ballpark, how many wallet addresses do you have?
How many wallet addresses do we have? I don't think I'm allowed to say.
No,
I'm not allowed
more
to tell you.
more than 8,333.
I couldn't possibly tell you. No, I'm not allowed to say. I'm not allowed to say.
All right, then we'll just have to wait and find out.
We'll see.
Okay. All right, folks. What other questions do you have? I have some. Let me go through my comments, see if there's any final questions. No, there were a lot of questions just about you, like being a filmmaker and stuff. I don't know if you want to talk about that anymore, but
No, it's very sweet of you to take an interest in little old me. I really appreciate it.
yeah, you're an interesting guy. How many can we mint? There was a question.
So we did have a limit, but then we realized that it wouldn't be fair. Like if people want to buy more, they shouldn't have to like get another wallet address. Like if people want to buy more, they will anyway. So we've taken the limit off. You can buy as many as you like. If you do it by fiat, if you're buying with credit card, I think the limit is 10 for per time, like in the checkout. But you could still just do it again. I mean, I'd be amazed if people want to buy 10. But yeah, you can buy as many as you need.
Why 8,333 was a question.
Well, we budgeted the whole project, and we were like, what would it cost to make the film reasonably? What would it cost to do the treehouse well? And what would it cost, for the artist and paying ourselves so that we can keep going with the project? And we sort of split it up into three. So we had the budget, and then we were like, right, let's split it up into three. That's kind of like it's the budget combined with the price, and then eight represents infinity because we will not give up on the project ever. And the 333 is the three-way split of where the money will go.
Okay, cool. Someone said, what time is the launch? You already said 6 a.m. PT. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tomorrow. And then I think that's all the questions we had. I think we can wrap up unless you want to say any things about your project or anything.
I don't know. I feel like we've covered it. I'm really excited. It's been for anyone that's been following it since the beginning. You'll know that this has been a crazy labor of love for 5 months, and Matt and I have put every single hour and blood, sweat, and tears into this for non-stop. Like I'll be honest, like I've turned down work, like I've turned down jobs. I haven't really worked on anything else, so I'm pretty skint at the moment. But it's like because I just goddamn believe in it, and yeah. So I hope that that everyone enjoys minting if you choose to. I mean, it's going to be exciting. So thank you for being there.
Oh, someone had a question about the applications. Are submission fees waived for applicants? I thought you did say something like you can reach out if you can't afford to pay the application fee or something.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah. And like I think me and Matt, like if we sold if we sold out, we'd probably just reimburse everyone anyway. But I we if you can't pay it, just drop us an email and we'll give you a coupon code. That's what we've said since the beginning. The only reason that we made it $30 was because if you make it free, you get applications that are just not worth reading through, and our time is kind of like stretched already, and we needed there to be some cost there to kind of keep a barrier to entry so that people were taking it seriously, but also like we needed a little bit of money to keep ourselves going as well.
For sure. Yeah, sometimes you just got to put a little cost on it for people to take it serious.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have a birthday? Someone's asking. Is your birthday soon?
No, 1st of October.
Oh, okay. I don't know why he asked that. Day off.
It's such a shame I can't see all the comments. I feel very lonely over here in my little live.
If you want to know, do you ever take a day off?
Only when Matt makes me. Like I think I've burned out maybe 20 times throughout the last 5 months, and each time Matt's like, go to a park, like go get outside, man. I'm really bad at doing that. Like I'll just work, and until I'm like, nearly dying.
Well, don't. You
I'll
have
try.
that believe in you.
I appreciate it.
Homer wants to know if you're ready.
Am I ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. I'm finally ready. Yeah, it's about time. Let's fucking go.
I had to make that because you always do that in your videos. So.
Yeah.
So I have a really embarrassing song, but I thought it would be funny. So here we go.
Okay, I'm
I'm gonna
excited.
I pre-recorded it in case I like totally mess up. Okay.
Okay.
See if you can hear it. Okay. Okay, I care about your crypto boy, and I care about your NFTs. I can't wait for this documentary. You're even donating to charity. This is gonna be epic, boy, and I can't wait to see who's gonna be your visionary. It might be me. It might be me.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to make that a TikTok.
That was beautiful. That was made my day. That's made my day.
I
When
thought,
did you write that? Did you write that today, or did you
yeah,
write? When did you do that?
10 minutes before we started, I thought it would be a good way to end the show.
That was that was so good. Thank you very much.
Sherwood is about to trump every major studio out there. Give it time. Mark my words. Tickle Rick says yes. Maybe
We're gonna
Sherwood
give it a go.
will facilitate the NFTCU. All right. I think that's wrapping up everything. Homer wants to blow some minds. Okay. I think people are just getting hyped in the comments now. I think all the questions are done. Thank you
Great.
so much for coming live with me. It was like kind of a last minute thing that we kind of threw together, but I'm glad it worked out.
Well, it's nice. Right on the eve of pre-sale is such a nice thing to do. Thank you so much for asking, and we can do it anytime you like. I'd love to do it again.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll be in. Is it a website? You're minting from a website, so I'll have to go to your Discord to find the official link and mint some seeds, NFT seeds, and NFT trees, whatever you call.
Yeah.
NFT.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate everything the community has been doing, and yeah, thank you.
All right, let's fucking go. Good night, guys. Thanks again.
Bye. My